Why does YouTube feel, well, just worse recently?
Does YouTube feel different lately? Are you getting
Yes.
recommended content you're not interested in? Maybe
Yes.
even this video? Are you finding YouTube search to be a complete mess? Are you irritated and
I mean, YouTube search has been a complete mess for a long time.
maybe even frustrated with YouTube's algorithm? Well, you are not alone. My name is Zach, and I've been creating content on YouTube pretty much my entire life. I also help
Wow.
moderate the YouTube Partnership Discord, where I've spoken to thousands of content creators.
He's a Discord! Now everything makes sense. Okay, wow.
On this platform. But most importantly, I've been an avid YouTube viewer since its creation in 2005. I've seen firsthand the many different changes the platform has had over the years. And if you're anything like me, YouTube has felt a little bit off over the last year or so. Really the last 8 months especially. As a viewer and creator, things have changed. There's no doubt about it. And in this video, I want to cover exactly what changed and potentially why this is. First of all, because I know people are going to jump to conclusions, please watch the entire video.
Oh, that's my favorite part, jumping to conclusions without knowing anything about anything. Bro, that is always the best part.
Before getting mad at me. Then when you're finished, feel free to be mad at me. Secondly, no, I don't think YouTube is dying, which I feel is a question asked
Obviously
every year all the time. And no, I don't think
For those people who are saying YouTube's dying, stop. That's so stupid. There's literally no competition out there even remotely close to stabbing at YouTube. But when competition like that actually arises, then you can say YouTube's dying. But until that point, YouTube's kicking and doing well.
YouTube as a platform is dying. Throughout history, YouTube has had ups and downs. Plus, your own relationships with different social media platforms can change throughout time too, so that can heavily play a role in how you view a platform. For example, there's no denying with TikTok's massive growth, many of us have either jumped ship to TikTok entirely or split their time on both platforms, but more on that later. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes. First, YouTube's search function, YouTube's most basic function. While people all over Reddit and the internet are complaining about search lately, and I agree, it seems to have gotten worse over the last year or so. You search for something, there's a carousel of shorts, and often after only providing a few—
Dude, the carousel of shorts is so annoying. It's like literally the worst part. Thank God you can press the X button in your recommended tab, otherwise YouTube would actually be done.
Sets of answers. It gives you a people also watched and a for you section. This wouldn't be terribly bad if it was far down the page or on page 2 or something, but sometimes after only showing a few results, it's providing us with these suggestions. And when I say people are complaining about it, I mean it. People are super upset. Just check out the YouTube subreddit or even Twitter. Tons of posts from people complaining. Next, we have to talk about YouTube Shorts.
I mean, we're people, we're gonna complain about stuff. Complaining about stuff is fun. Look at those bad sneakers or whatever that's supposed to be. I'm complaining and I'm loving it. What is this a wire or something? I don't know, but I'll complain about anything. Just point me in the direction and I'll go like the wind.
On the homepage. Listen, YouTube, I don't really watch shorts on my desktop. If I wanted to, I would click the Shorts tab here. Why take up all this real estate for regular videos to put shorts here? I do not understand it. Why is YouTube pushing shorts down our throats? Well, with TikTok on the rise, probably the most popular app currently, YouTube definitely wants creators to—
I love the fact that currently TikTok is like struggling with the idea that it somehow needs to implement long-form content, otherwise ads are useless on it. And YouTube's like thinking how it can become like TikTok and create absolutely no revenue. I absolutely love this.
Use shorts. It's a new feature and they're really trying to get people into it. So I get it, YouTube will try to pump them out. It's supposed to bring a new audience to your channel, but as a desktop user, I can say it's kind of the worst. Another minor reason YouTube may feel different lately is you may have noticed YouTube keeps giving us videos that we've already seen. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yo, this started happening like, I don't know, a year or two back, but recently it has become so unreasonably bad. And it's not just videos you have seen. If you scroll down big enough, YouTube is actually going to show you literally only videos you have already seen for some stupid reason. And it even has the red bar, which means YouTube is fully aware. It's still in its memory that you have seen that video, which is absolutely just insane. But my favorite thing is when YouTube just constantly pushes one video for you for some reason. It's like, oh, this video, you click the recommended tab, it's there. And you click the recommended tab again, it's there. And it's there literally for like 5 days until you finally literally are forced to click on that video and see what's up. It's ridiculous.
It's not effective in getting me to rewatch that video, so I don't understand the purpose of why they're serving me literally the same content I've already seen. Now, for the major grievance I have, which is really the core of this video, YouTube's homepage and recommendation system. You're probably here because you got this video recommended to you on your homepage, right? I'm a small
That's like 90% of it, all the views come, honestly.
Channel, and chances are you have no idea who the heck I am and why did this video get recommended to you. Please let me know in the comments. Are you interested in video essays about internet culture, or was this video recommended to you out of nowhere? Because I cannot tell you how many times.
A technical good thing that YouTube is doing now, you can easily replicate this, and so you can know I actually speaking facts here. Just click the recommended tab and see what's gonna happen. You're always gonna pretty much get like every 1 to 3 refreshes of the recommended tab some kind of video like this that has like 28 views. A year ago that did not happen. A year ago you would never see something like that pop up. But now you can actually find videos with like 2 views recommended to you pretty constantly. YouTube is just always inputting some big videos, something that you know you want to watch, and potentially new things that you may find that, you know, are maybe not completely even your ball field of interests.
I get videos recommended to me that I have zero interest in watching, and it's not just because they're from small creators. It's because these videos are niches I have zero interest in. Right now, I'm subscribed to mainly video essay and
let's judge this person on what he's currently subscribed to.
Right now,
no idea who that is. Nation Squad, no idea. Ed Borbeck, I do know who that is, I think. No idea, no idea, no idea, no idea, no idea, no idea, no idea.
Only video essay.
No idea, no idea. This man's taste is absolute horrendous.
And commentator creators on this channel. Why am I not being recommended small creators in that niche? Instead, I get recommendations for Let's Plays, movie challenges, and whatever this is. Not only is this terrible from a viewer's perspective, but it's really bad for a creator's perspective as well. For those of you who don't know, every time YouTube serves a video on its homepage or even its suggested section, it counts as an impression for that creator. Impressions are important because every time you click on a video, it affects a video's click-through rate. A click-through rate is the number of clicks divided by total impressions times 100. So generally speaking, if a video has a lower click-through rate or CTR, it is a bad thing. You want a high CTR.
Click-through rate is like one of the first things that YouTube actually checks, is a video gonna be successful or not. If you get a low click-through rate, YouTube doesn't care about how good the video is, because YouTube's fundamental goal is to actually get people to stay on the platform. They don't care what you're honestly doing on the platform as long as you stay on it. So click-through rate, aka something that's gonna force you to stay longer, either good or bad, is like the most important statistic.
CTR. Now there are some exceptions, like if a video goes viral and it's pushed to wider audiences, naturally the CTR will lower. But here's the thing. These tiny channels with a tiny amount of views are not going viral. They are brand new videos getting 1,000 random impressions.
They're not even getting 1,000 random impressions, by the way. And this is super bad in a sense, because maybe this video is amazing, but it's amazing in its niche that it has been created. Maybe if it got recommended to its niche, it would have like a 50% CTR, which would literally probably break the internet, because it would then YouTube would recommend it to literally multiple billions of people. But if it just gets recommended to random people, YouTube is like pretty much intentionally killing the possibility that this video is gonna blow up. Because if people don't click on it, again, YouTube thinks it's a bad video. And this is one of the most strangest, honestly, things about YouTube. It's the fact that their engines, their search engines are good enough, smart enough to understand that I will never be interested in, I don't know, like orchid gardening or something like that, because that's just literally not in my interest group at all. But it's still going to recommend a video like that to me time to time for literally no reason. And it knows I don't care. The most interesting truth of YouTube is, if you have a personality that's just borderline a little bit interesting, if you stand out just out of the crowd, just this little much, you can be a successful YouTuber probably. Because the reality is, YouTube's search engine is actually smart enough to recommend people only the videos that they technically would like. But that doesn't happen, as we all know. Your videos about, I don't know, like playing League of Legends are going to be recommended to like Dota players who hate League of Legends, or vice versa, or something like that. And the system knows that's wrong, but it still does it for some reason.
Which tanks their CTR and destroys any potential momentum they may have. Again, these videos could all be really good, well-made videos that deserve impressions, but from the right audience.
Yep.
This Let's Play video should be shown to people who actually watch Let's Plays. Here's a personal example from my channel. I created a video essay about who should be on YouTube's Mount Rushmore.
So did he put the missing link on you? Oh no.
Rushmore.
And that Philip oh no.
So generally speaking, which group of people do you think my video would be shown to? A younger audience, ages 18 to 35.
I have no idea,
users
by
or
the way.
viewers who enjoy video essays, YouTuber lore, and internet history. Or B, an older audience who knows nothing about YouTube and YouTuber lore. Well, if you guessed A, you are wrong. YouTube chose to give me thousands of impressions from viewers out of my target demographic. How do I know this? Well, two ways.
Analytics.
First, look at the analytics. From July 16th through the 22nd, look at those demographics. That's solid.
Wait, but that is like young people who probably watch those channels.
That's my target demographic, ages 18 to 34.
40% females. What the? What?
The day YouTube chose to give me 34.
Yo! This guy has 100. What? With a 1.6% click-through rate? How am I getting so much lower with a 10% click-through rate? YouTube, please.
1,000 impressions. Look at the demographics. At least 30% of my impressions came from out of my target demographic. And it's not just the analytics. Look at some of the comments. One guy said, and I quote, "never heard of them." Another person said, quote, "never heard of any of the aforementioned before Jenna." And another person said, and I quote, "nice video. The only person I've ever heard of in your list is PewDiePie, and I know more about women than I do him. LOL." End quote. In this video, I
mean, this technically actually does make sense if YouTube is like trying to experiment with how these things work out. And by the way, YouTube is running experiments like this constantly, most likely. But it's still strange.
Talked about 10 of the most popular YouTubers to ever exist.
How are these 10 of the most popular YouTubers to ever exist? This is a shill who half the world hates. This is a tech guy who only tech people like. I don't even know his name. I just know he's a tech guy. Literally have never seen him before. Same thing. Maybe I have seen him, not sure. No clue. This is the guy who slammed the other guy into a dozer and ruined his life and laughed about it. Wait, no, that's Jenna Models. That one I do know. That's PewDiePie. That's a relic of the past. That's the missing link. Half of these people are literally who even knows?
YouTubers that defined ages of YouTube. YouTubers that get millions
Did
of
they?
views. And these people getting shown my video have never heard of them? What the
Well, yeah, most people are not gonna... Like, if you're watching this, how many of these do you know? Again, there's plenty of people that I really never watched him. I just laugh about the fact that he's the missing link. I never actually watched the guy. I have seen him, but I have never watched the guy. And the rest are just... I know 1/3 of these people, at best. How many of you know more than 1/3? Probably not a lot.
views. And these people getting shown my video have never heard of them? What the How is that even possible? How did YouTube find the 30,000 people on the platform that don't know who these creators are and chose to show the video to them?
That's actually a very... this point I don't actually believe. This point I do not believe. Did YouTube show videos of these people to people who don't care? Yeah, 100%. But the fact that people, again, know these people, I press X to doubt.
Now, I'm not saying testing new videos to new audiences is a bad thing. Creators want that, and viewers want that too, believe it or not. A lot of viewers don't know that they might be interested in a certain type of content.
True.
And I did receive many nice comments that day when the video did have its mini explosion. But there's a balance. I used to have a real estate education channel called Real Estate License Wizard. I grew the channel completely by myself to 60,000 subscribers, and here's what the ad revenue and stats looked like. Pretty damn good. I pretty much nailed down that niche, and I figured out the exact target demographic, and I created content for that target demographic. The impressions I was getting when I started that channel were from qualified viewers, people within my target demographic. YouTube found out what my videos were quickly, and I blew up fast, relatively speaking. But that was a few years ago, and now there's no denying that things have changed. In my opinion, I would rather get 1,000 impressions from people in my target demographic than 10,000 from people who will have no idea what I'm talking about in the video. And I know what many of you are going to say. This is a good thing. YouTube is recommending small channels because in the past, YouTube was typically bad at promoting.
I mean, it could recommend those channels a lot better and not destroy them in the process, honestly.
Smaller channels, and I completely agree. This is a really good first step, but it needs to be tweaked. As a viewer, show me small creators.
Also, by the way, I just want to point one thing out about the real estate wizard thing. I bet he didn't actually nail anything. I bet he just actually provided enough good information that people were interested in that, and that's pretty much it. That's all it is. He didn't nail anything, because you can't nail anything. YouTube just understands. If you're talking about real estate, the channels that are gonna be successful are the ones that actually provide enough good and interesting information. He was just good at making those videos.
With a channel in the appropriate niche. And as a creator, show my content to the appropriate niche. It seems like a...
Dude, I honestly can't.
Watch. My content to the appropriate niche.
The fact that this guy had 100,000 impressions is just wild. I can't breach that. I can't get past 10K on average. My other channel with 100K subs literally doesn't get 100K impressions with a click-through rate of 10%. It's insane, and the watch time is also, by the way, not bad. It's not Mr. Beast like 60% or whatnot, but it's not bad. It's definitely not even close to the word bad. The fact that you can actually the fact that some channels actually get these huge impressions is wild, because impressions is what makes or breaks a channel. Mr. Beast, without getting 1 billion impressions, would not be Mr. Beast.
Niche. It seems like a win-win for everyone. So I said in the beginning, I have explanations.
Also, that guy's statistics right here, I just want to say, the fact that where he showed his impressions throughout time, My videos get roughly 70% of the total impressions in the first day. And the next day, it's, if lucky, 20%. In the third day, it's 10%, if lucky. And then it's literally, it dies. It's nothing. The fact that this guy even gets those impressions is absolutely just bewildering.
To why YouTube feels different nowadays and why all these issues have occurred, and this is it. YouTube has adjusted its algorithm.
Yep.
Sort of. I know. Hold up. If you know anything about the quote-unquote algorithm, you'll probably want to click off this video
because no one knows anything about the algorithm, including Mr. Beast. His stuff is just BS that's get watched by kids.
Algorithm is just technically people, but please hear me out. Tom Scott did a fantastic video on the YouTube algorithm 6 years ago that explains
Hey, I have seen this guy before.
how the algorithm uses machine learning to dictate how videos are promoted on the website.
Well, yeah, everyone knows that it uses machine learning, but no one knows what actually it, uses to be successful. There's probably literally like hundreds of criteria it rates videos on.
The machine learns from people or viewers. YouTube does not control that, but YouTube can and does change something else.
That's actually false. YouTube does control that. YouTube can push a channel if it wants to. The most vivid example of this is that van life girl who literally uploaded a video and YouTube decided to show it to like nearly a billion people. Nearly a billion people or something like that. And it was a fresh channel, it was a literal nobody, and for some other reason YouTube just decided to promote that channel. We know that things like this happen because Susan Wojcicki came out in an interview and said, oh my god, I look at the news, then there's this thing happening, and on YouTube I check out, and it's like, no one's talking about this. So I decided that we're gonna, push it to people. They can push any video. YouTube can literally push any video it wants, and shadow banning is a real thing.
Framework that decides whether a video is good or bad and how a video is showcased.
The algorithm is a black box. No one knows what it's doing. All YouTube can do is change the feedback it's getting, change the signals that say this is good or this is bad.
YouTube can and has changed the signals and where the signals come from in the past.
Changes are happening all the time because we're always trying to get better about giving people the right content that they're going to find satisfying.
The Creator Inside channel, which is run by YouTube's tech team, has explained and been open about this in the past. Throughout YouTube's history, it has adjusted the homepage a bunch, added and taken away features, and even introduced a satisfaction metric. And the same thing applies right now. They added shorts and clearly are trying to give newer channels more impressions. That's not viewers or random people. That's YouTube deciding it. Right now, I have 10 recommended videos showcased on my homepage. Nowadays, 1 out of 10 is typically a random channel I'm not subscribed to or in an irrelevant niche. Viewers didn't decide this. YouTube did. Now let's address...
You can, by the way, technically get rid of this by just clicking the button and do not recommend or not interested. You can curate your stuff pretty well against this. But, you actually need to do that. Because YouTube obviously does take into account when you click do not recommend this.
It's the counter argument. Those of you might say, oh, well, those 10 viewers that watched that video might also like the content in your niche too. So it's presenting that video to you because it's adjacent.
Yep.
Well, listen, if that's the case, is that really how we want YouTube recommending content to people? I'm sorry, that system sucks. If you're telling me that all 10 viewers...
I'm gonna talk about it because my theory is that YouTube does not actually... That YouTube is slowly gonna implement, you know what? It's gonna implement a bit safety measures because YouTube can make a superstar overnight, okay? It can create 1 million Logan Pauls literally in a matter of hours if it wants. But the obvious thing is YouTube does not want these people like Logan Paul or Jake Paul or, brand risks like them. So I think YouTube is slowly experimenting to see how successful they can be to create sensations overnight and essentially do it like this. Like, a new channel that has a certain type of ads that are currently needed pops up. YouTube just makes it explode. And then that channel exists for like 2 to 3 years. And after that, YouTube just literally murders that channel off. It's like that channel gets no impressions, no nothing, okay? And then it just takes the next channel. Because there's always someone who wants to be YouTube famous out there. I think that's what YouTube is going to be, start doing. Slowly but certainly, because, well, people with too much subscribers and whatnot are kind of dangerous because they can create drama.
Viewers who watch this tiny Let's Play video also likes commentary, that doesn't change the fact that I or me have no desire to watch it. I'm sorry, but that's a crappy system. If I was a betting man, I'd say something changed over the last year or so. Perhaps with the rollout of shorts, that changed YouTube's recommended and suggested system. And again, I don't think these changes are meant to be bad. This is probably the best time to start.
I mean, shorts probably do influence it.
YouTube channel. People are getting thousands of impressions left and right. I just wish, as a viewer and a creator, impressions were a bit more qualified. Because right now, YouTube feels different. I'm not getting the content I want to watch recommended to me, and it's incredibly frustrating. I'd love for YouTube to look at my top 10 view channels for the month and recommend new channels in those niches. For example, Spotify has a unique content discovery system. They have multiple discovery tabs where you can pick and choose what content you want recommended to you. They have a section based on your recent listening, a section for picks for you, typically a few sections that has music that you already listen to, newer stuff, older stuff, different years, genre, or even what your friends are listening to. Why can't YouTube's homepage have a system like that? I don't know, maybe a what Nikki Jakey viewers also watch section. Maybe a based on your recent viewing section with a mix of your favorite content creators and new creators in that niche.
I don't think they... Again, I think they are trying really hard to avoid, like, you know, making bigger YouTubers even bigger. Because even Mr. Beast theoretically is a problem. Imagine it comes out that Mr. Beast is the evilest thing in the universe, and then YouTube gave him literal millions in ad revenue. Yeah, as you can imagine, the legacy media would absolutely, you know, jump at that idea.
Maybe an essay commentary channel section or a Let's Play section if you're into that. I don't know, as someone who has watched YouTube for years, I just feel the possibilities are endless for YouTube to improve its system, and I'm not sure they're going about it the right way. And in return, YouTube feels different. And I have a feeling I'm not alone in this, or maybe I am. We'll see.
Nah, you're definitely not alone. Well, that was Jarky Schmiegel. Anyway, this is Squizzer Sis, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.